Are you familiar with the concept of cloning? Now, I'm not talking about CLONING. This we all know to clown around. But I'm talking about cloning, creating a photocopy of a human being or animals, etc. Now, if you wonder why I'm talking about it, you know what? It's related to the Parsha of this week. But before I delve into it, and share it with you. Let us first together say thank you to Hashem. Mizmor l'soidori l'adonu kol haaretz. Ivdu es adonu b'simcha boi lefonu b'nonu duk adonu limvu esonu v'lo anachnu b'tzem marisoi. Boi yisharu b'soidach hatzores b'sila hoidu lebachu shemoi kitoi v'adonu lelom chazdoi v'yad doi v'doi ramunasoi. And some tzedakah. Good idea not to clone the tzedakah, not to do everything every time the same amount. Because if you do something 3 times consecutively, the same amount, the same time, the same place, it becomes like a vow and neder. So always change around. Okay. Having said that, let me go back a little bit the history of cloning. In 1952, they were successfully cloned a frog. 1996, there was some advancement in the whole process, but then they were able to clone a sheep, the famous Dolly the sheep. 1998, mice. 201, a cat. 203, a deer. 205, Snuppy, the dog. In 218, they were actually able to even clone monkeys. 2 little cute monkeys. Forget the name, I think Zang Zang or something like this. In 221, they cloned a horse, a specific kind of a horse, which they wanted to preserve its particularity. So all these clonings were done basically with animals or mice, etc. Now, how about a human being? Are we allowed to clone human beings? What could be the concerns? Moral, ethical, halachic. Specifically from a halachic point of view, who is the father of this individual? Is he Jewish? Depending on the mother, obviously. But if the father, the original one who he was cloned from, was a Kohen, is this individual a Kohen or a Levite or a Yisrael? Who is his family? Can he marry a girl, let's say, from the family from whom he was cloned? There are a lot of questions. Is he considered a proper human being? Can he count them for the minyan? Besides the psychological effects, this poor man will be confused, poor individual, man or woman, would be confused as to what he is. Does he have any inheritance? Is there any lineage? There's a mitzvah, couple has a mitzvah to be fruitful, pruvu. Minimum is to have a boy and a girl. If he cloned one, did the family, did the man fulfill his mitzvah? And we can go on and on and on with the issues. But why am I bringing this up? There's one extremely successful cloning that God did. And that's in the beginning of the parsha of this week. The Torah starts. And let me read you the verse. Ve'ele toildos Yitzchak ben Avram. The following are the descendants of Yitzchak, Isaac, the son of Avraham. Avraham hoilid as Yitzchak. Avraham gave birth to Yitzchak. Now, what an amazing insight. If Yitzchak is the son of Avraham, obviously Avraham gave birth to Yitzchak. Why does the Torah repeat that? Anyone could understand it on its own. Comes Rashi and Rashi says, cynics were mocking Yitzchak and Avraham and Sarah. As we know, he was born at the age of 90 from his mother, the age of 100 from his father, Avraham. But in between, there was an issue where Sarah was hijacked, was imprisoned by Avimelech. So they came and said, look, Yitzchak is a child of Avimelech. Therefore comes the Torah and says, they looked alike. Clasped upon us, says Rashi, to tell us, Asa Kodesh Baruch Hu, God made a miracle, Tzor clasped upon us, Shel Yitzchak. He created Yitzchak in the same image as his father. That was an accepted cloning. When God does it, it's perfect. So please God, no cloning around, Mashiach.